Month, so I'm excited to talk to you guys today because we're talking about something that I'm super passionate about, which is products. So I kind of mentioned in my other video about my cleanse, and that I'm going to be using some products to help me out with that. Alright, there we go. So the first one I'm going to talk about is going to be the first step in my gut health and anyone else's gut health if they choose to use this. And that's going to be Repair Plus. These things are amazing. They're just L-glutamine and fiber gut support, and it's just a little drink mix that you use. Looks like this. It's a lemon lime flavor, and it's really awesome because it has a lot of different things that help you out. And I'm just going to read straight off the box. That way I get everything correct. So the benefits of this Repair Gut Mix is that it improves gut wall, cellular tight junctions, assists with digestive health and regularity, supports healthy gut function, supports healthy microbiome development, supports cardiovascular health. Fiber supports the growth of good bacteria, supports immune system function, supports healthy blood sugar balance. And that's a lot of stuff for one little packet of drink mix to do. And all you do is you just mix it with, I think it's 8 to 14 ounces of water, and then you drink it first thing in the morning. That way it can really basically just prep your gut for everything that's going to happen. Right now I'm actually drinking it in a little blender bottle to keep it mixed up with some ice and a little bit of torch and some water in there, just for a little extra flavor. That's just what I like to do. This is amazing. It was released a little bit ago, only like a week and a half maybe. So this is by far one of my favorite things that I've ever used. In my other video I talked about how bad my gut is and how bad it's been getting, especially. And I took this one morning, and so did a lot of other people that just newly got it. Some people had different results than I did. Some people said that their stomach felt really weird and really kind of bad. But mine felt great. Like, I don't know what happened, but I didn't get sick at all when I ate, which is awesome, because if you watch my other video, you kind of heard a little bit about how I get extremely sick after I eat, and with this product, this one thing that I did, no more. And so it's definitely become a daily part of my routine, and it's amazing. So that's step one. The next step that I'm going to talk about is our Pre Plus Probiotics, which is right here. And these are actually come real close to being my favorite with the Repair. I'll show it to you. It's just this little pixie stick of prebiotics, pre and plus probiotics. And it just tastes like pineapple orange, and it's a sprinkle stick. You just sprinkle it on your tongue, and it actually tastes good, which makes me really happy, because that's one of the biggest things, in my opinion, for things like this. They have to taste good. So I'm going to read this one off the box too. So proprietary blend of 2 prebiotic fibers plus 5 probiotic strands. Balanced probiotic functionality, allergen-free, and 5 times more effective colonization. Jeez. So, like, literally, it just sprouts good bacteria in your gut. And I know that kind of sounds weird because you don't want to think that you have a bunch of bacteria in your body, but you have good bacteria and you have bad bacteria. And when you're taking antibiotics for a long time, you actually completely destroy all of the good bacteria that's in your gut, which is really unhealthy for you. I was taking these for about a month, and actually a good amount of my eczema and acne surprisingly cleared up. And that actually made me really happy because my acne is pretty bad. I'm about to do a cleanse this week, so we're going to see what happens. I'm a little worried that my skin's going to flare again, but I think eventually it'll help calm it down. The next part of the Love Your Gut system that I'm going to talk about is Digest Well Plus. There you are. So it's just a little chewable digestive enzyme, and I'm actually going to, let's see if I can get all flavors. We have 3 flavors. We have, let's see, I can't remember, Tropical Punch, Pineapple Mango, and Lemon Drop. They just came out with some new ones, so I'm just going to kind of show you what they look like here. They're just little chewable enzymes. They taste good too, also a good thing. These things are amazing. They have helped a lot of people who have really bad heartburn and indigestion. When I get stomach aches, especially after eating, you know, Taco Bell for breakfast, which I probably shouldn't do, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta run with it. It helps me to not get as sick as well if I start feeling it come on. So I actually really love those. You're supposed to eat them 30 minutes before you eat, but like if you for some reason forget or whatever, because I mean, let's face it, it's not that easy to remember to take something 30 minutes before you eat. So you can take it with your food, after your food, or even if you're just having... Alright, so I know that Digestion is going to help me on my journey through this just because it does help with the pains. So what it actually does is helps you digest your food, because most people nowadays don't digest anything correctly. All of the like processed foods that we're putting in our body, and just all of the really great, you know, fast food that we eat all the time, like Taco Bell for breakfast, you know, you can really get all of your nutrients from that, right? No, you can't. So what Digestion does is, like I said, it's a chewable enzyme. So it goes into your gut and it breaks down the food, and it helps your gut tell your body, hey, this is what I need this for, this is what I need this for. So it really helps you get all the nutrition and nutrients that you need from the foods that you're eating. So I actually really love that product as well. Another part in the Love Your Gut line, which helps with the gut issues, and I'm just going to give it just a little bleep, is going to be our Bliss right here, which is our adaptogen mist, and it regulates serotonin and melatonin in your body. Raiden. Alright, so did you know that almost all of your serotonin and melatonin is produced in your gut? So if you have bad gut issues, you need to be able to regulate that more. But if you have bad gut issues, then then you're not sleeping as well, and you're not just getting everything that you need. Serotonin is actually the happy hormone. So if you have bad gut health, then it can actually make you depressed and have anxiety, and all of these things that you need your happy hormone to be happy, which you would think that. So it's one of those, it's just a small thing, and I probably won't say anything else really about it, but that's just to help overall balance my system. Another part of the Love Your Gut line is this little essential oil, and it's called Calm. Let me see if we can get this. There we go. And it actually smells great, which honestly, some essential oils just smell really weird and I don't like them, but this one I do like. I'm going to read to you what it has. So it has fractionated coconut oil, peppermint, copaiba balsam, coriander, anise, sweet orange, citronella, lavender, and chamomile. There's a little note at the bottom that says may cause skin sensitivity, but I actually rubbed this on some of my skin that had eczema, and I was a little worried that it was going to like burn or flare up or anything, and it didn't do that. It might for some people, but just for me and my body, it didn't. So you might be asking yourself, well, what does that essential oil do? Because I know about all of these other essential oils, which I didn't. But what you do with it is, if you have a stomach ache, or if you know you're going to be eating something that might give you a stomach ache or bad indigestion, you take it and you just rub it on your stomach clockwise, and then you just kind of rub it in just to help it seep in. I don't know exactly why you're supposed to do it clockwise, but I've heard that a lot from a lot of people, so I would just, you know, go with rubbing on clockwise. Somebody said maybe it's because that's how the intestines coil, but like I said, I don't know. When I find out, I will let you guys know though. Or if you guys know, let me know, and then I'll tell everyone. So, You can either do that before you eat, or if you're like in the middle of eating and you're like, man, I cannot deal with this, I don't feel very good, something's just getting to me, you can just kind of put it on your wrist right here, or on the other side, doesn't matter, and that'll help you as well. It usually takes a few minutes to use. This is actually awesome because my brother was throwing up for a few days, and I told him to rub it on his stomach, and I actually also gave him one of the probiotics to kind of just introduce good bacteria to that area, since, well, he's been throwing it all up. And he came down 10 minutes later and was like, I feel great. So I'm really happy that that worked out for him. Some people it might not work the same in the same amount of time frame, but for him it did work that way. So that's the full Love Your Gut line that Avicet has released. There's a couple other things that I'm going to show you just because I'm going to be using those every day, so I want you guys to have like a full range of knowledge on what I'm going to be using. So the first one is our Sustain, which is an anti-aging, antioxidant multivitamin. It's a lot of big words. So let's see. What it does is it gives you 12 servings of your fruits and vegetables, because, you know, all of us are getting all 12 servings that we need a day. No, we're not. So it's that, and then it's multivitamin, so it's really great, and just kind of rounds out my whole line, basically, just because if I'm repairing my gut, I also need to sustain it to stay healthy and to keep the good stuff going in, instead of just repairing it and then letting it get bad again. Okay, and then the last one I'm going to talk about is Indulge Meal Replacement, which this is actually an old bag of it. We just revamped it a little, so I'm excited about it. But so what it does is it has 14 grams of protein, so it's not really a protein shake. It's a meal replacement shake. I'm more than likely going to be doing this for breakfast. If I'm going to be doing like a really hard workout, I'll probably do like some eggs with it just for some extra protein. But I usually just kind of mix it with really anything. I like it, if I'm just going to have it straight, I like it with coconut. If I'm going to do it, or coconut milk, sorry. And then I'll make a smoothie with either coconut or almond milk, or regular milk if we don't have any coconut or almond milk. You can also mix it with like water if you want. I prefer it with the milk just because it kind of thickens it up and gives it a little extra flavor. I will also blend it with some berries or banana. I know one of my friends does it with like spinach and banana, which that tastes really good. I just don't have spinach too often. So I just mix it with the fruits and just kind of make it a shake and then just go on my way, which is so much easier and so much cheaper than, you know, stopping at Chick-fil-A every morning for breakfast, even though I do love Chick-fil-A. Alright, anyways, that was my little tribute to Chick-fil-A, but we won't continue on that. I think that's everything that I have to show you guys. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments box. Also, you know, subscribe, and I'm going to make another video going into detail about how many of what I'm going to be using. I just wanted to give you the rundown of the products that I will be using and kind of introduce you to those. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching again, and I hope that you guys continue to watch.